How's it going, everyone? It's time to take a look at another weapon as part of my Modern Warfare 3 weapon guide video series, and the weapon we're going to take a look at today is the G18 secondary. G18 is known as the Glock 18 in real life, and any gun nerds will realise that I've got the Model 17 in my little picture here, simply because I couldn't find a high enough resolution image of the Model 18. But in Call of Duty we originally saw the G18 as a secondary in Modern Warfare 2, and it's returned in Modern Warfare 3 as a machine pistol, and it's one of the last ones you unlock at level 70. So let's get straight into this guide and take a look at the G18's general features. Its damage figures come in at 42 to 17, which is going to allow you to get 3 to 6 shots to kill. Even though it has the highest close range damage figure of all the machine pistols, it actually has the worst figures out of the lot, since its damage drops off to the lowest out of all the machine pistols, and it has the lowest range out of all the weapons. Like all the machine pistols, this weapon's got some serious recoil, and if you hold your trigger down, you're just going to find the weapon just getting way out of control and spraying towards the clouds. Then with it being essentially a handgun, you've got the pistol style iron sights, which are really all you need for those close range encounters. A lot of the time you can just get away with firing this thing from the hip. But let's move on and take a look at some more detailed stats. Like all the machine pistols, its fire mode is automatic. It's got a fast aiming speed of 0.20 seconds. The G18 is one of the faster firing machine pistols at 1000 rounds per minute. This is just behind the FMG9 at 1034 rounds per minute. Reload time is pretty average at 2.3 seconds. Then the G18 is down with the Scorpion for the lowest magazine size at 20 rounds. So what can you say about the G18? It's not a very versatile weapon. It's not like the MP9 where you could actually use this thing as like a primary weapon in itself, or even the FMG9. You can probably mostly compare it to the Scorpion, with both weapons having that 20 round mag size. But while the Scorpion does have lower damage up close, that manages to reach out much further than the G18. That 42 damage up close from the G18 can be handy if you just need to quickly switch to this thing and gun down one extra bad guy in a hot firefight. But with only 20 rounds to spare, it's not like you're going to be able to get any prolonged kill streaks. So with this in mind, you might as well just go with one of the higher power pistols, seeing as many of them have quite high close range damage, and with them being semi-automatic you can conserve your ammo that little bit better, allowing you to share your bullets between 2 or 3 enemies. While it's probably the worst machine pistol, for some reason it's actually lots of fun to use, probably because you feel like some kind of action hero, especially when you're running around with 2 of these things dual wielded. It's just a shame we don't have the dolphin dive or dive to prone in Modern Warfare 3, because that's the only thing missing from allowing you to get some epic moments diving through a window while spraying these things. But if you're looking to play around with the G18 in game, let's take a look at some of my recommendations of attachments. Like I mentioned, to get those epic action movie style moments, the best attachment by far has got to be a Kimbo. Because of that high recoil, you don't really get any benefits from aiming down sights with the G18, so just using steady aim in the akimbo attachment is often more worthwhile, especially when you keep in mind that the G18 has got that high damage up close. So the G18 fits in perfectly to a fun run and gun playstyle. If you want me to remedy some of the disadvantages of the G18, then first up you probably want to go with the extended mags attachment to fix that 20 round mag up to 30 rounds. Having those 10 extra rounds to spare can be quite handy in those hot firefights, but with that major recoil you're likely to end up missing a lot of your shots under prolonged fire. Now we've got the option of the silencer for this weapon, but seeing as it's got such low damage at long range, you don't really want to bring that damage drop off any closer, so instead you might as well go with the red dot sight just to make it easier to aim with this weapon over the iron sights. But that's about it for my guide to the G18. While it's not one of the most competitive weapons, it's definitely one of the most fun to use, and I'll definitely have to try and work it into some kind of action hero class setup sometime in the future. As always, if you enjoyed my video or learned anything new, please drop me a thumbs up down below just to help spread the word and share the video with your friends. Come and say hello on Twitter or Facebook, links to both are down in the description. Otherwise, thanks very much for watching, and I'll catch you all later.